the What You Got show featuring my man K Dot and my man Kyle Steele. Let's get it popping, y'all. Come on.
Breathe and stop for real, and give it breathe and stop for real, and what you got, and what you got, and what you got, and just what you got, and just what you got, and just
Hey. What you got? Hey. Glad to see you, baby. Watch the bunch in the building.
I made it, man. Kurt, I ain't seen you in a while, man, because you look like you just walked the North Pole with a park on or something, man.
We start with the jokes already. All right, that's what's up. Got that stiff ass New York Yankees fitted on.
That is some serious salt and pepper, bruh.
Looking like a serial killer suspect in Law and Order with that guy. What's up, man?
No, man, I'm loving the beard, man. You look like you fight for black rights.
Nah, listen, man. Civil rights movement, power to the people. But what you must know is, I've been Santa Claus for the past 20 years, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Santa Claus, you never get out of character. You know.
I feel that.
You know. It looked like somebody took a permanent marker and just went to town on your face. Your beard looked black. You older than me. What the hell wrong with you, man? Your beard's supposed to look, as white as mine, yo.
Hey, man, we got good genes, bro. It takes a while.
I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Another edition of the What You Got show. I am K. Landron, a.k.a. Santa Claus, because I bring the gifts to myself in the order of books. And this is...
Kyle Steele, young library in the building. Everybody know what it is, man. I be getting these books here, man. Yo, great having you on the show. You know what I mean? Research, heard a lot of great things about you. Looked it up.
Oh, that's
and
what's up.
actually saw some good things about you, man. So it's dope, man. Blessed to have you on the show.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
And I see we in for some comic relief because you came in saying the same stuff I was saying. Come in with the salt and pepper. You know what I mean? Right next to Frederick Douglass, we shall overcome.
Hey, listen, I'm not liking this vibe right here. The guests and my brother, my co-host, and they both my brothers, is teaming up on Santa Claus. Y'all just added yourselves to the naughty list. Pause. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today's special guest is a dear friend of mine. It's been close to 30, 40 years. I don't want to put out eight. Like, it's been a minute. 88.
Yeah.
Do the math, right? He's going to tell you all about what he's got later on. Y'all know how we do with the show. But we're going to get this show started. Y'all know what it is. We got this ill game of spades right here. And we're going to start it off. Today's topic is the Cartoon Character Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Cartoon Hall of Fame. And we looking to get this thing popping off. So, Kyle, what you got?
All right, so we're going to break it down for y'all. So we're going to figure out if cartoons had a Hall of Fame similar to sports, who would get in, who wouldn't get in, like who would be on the bubble. So we're going to figure this all out. So I'm going to kick it off. So I'm going to start off with the Thundercats, right? With the Thundercats. With me personally, I feel Lionel, he would get in. Shitara, Mumra, they would be a maybe. Panthro, he's out. He's out. So if we doing this like sports, right? If we doing this like sports, Lionel, I feel like he's a Hall of Fame. Everybody know Lionel. Generational, he's a generational talent. Everybody know Lionel. I was just kicking it with my mans. He younger than me. He was like, I never got a chance to get into the Thundercat wave. But I was like, yo, you know Lionel, right? He was like, oh yeah, I know Lionel. And I was solidified with my thoughts. He know Lionel. Everybody who know Thundercats know Lionel. Everybody, Thundercats, Thundercats, Thundercats. Oh, he the face of the franchise. He holds it down. Now, Shitara, you might have knew the little cute, fast girl, Mumra. Mumra wasn't even that dope of a villain. Like, he could have had a little more speaking parts. He could have been funnier or something. Panthro and the rest of D12, they not making a cut. Like, I just don't feel like that. Like, they not making a cut. What you got, Q? What you got?
Before I say it, let me just say Lionel is too young to be in the Hall of Fame. And how you gonna leave Panthro out? He the only brother, and he fixed all the vehicles. Come on, man. Come on, man. He built the lair, kept them running. The brother got to be kicked. See how you doing it, man? You're keeping the brother out the hall, bro.
Hey,
come on.
So you trying to say Lionel not a brother just because he light-skinned? We not doing the colorism thing. Yo, Lionel was a light-skinned brother. Know what I mean?
Nah, man.
Light-skinned brother. Matter of
Is
fact,
Lionel...
I'm not even going light skin because I feel my brown power. I feel like Lionel was brown skin back in the day. You know what I mean?
James,
he had the natural before natural was even popping. You know what I mean? So I'm going Lionel.
All right, so I have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Everybody heard of them. They're named after famous Italian painters. They were around for years. They started in '87. Their cartoon went, I think, 10 years, 12 years. Everybody knows them.
Yeah, they big time.
All of them could fight. Nobody could beat them. And it's just, when you think of what they accomplished, what they did, you got to put the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a name that's on, that everyone knows. They would have to be in a Hall of Fame. They would have to. Too much notoriety.
Yeah,
even their backup characters, April and Casey Jones, like even people like that, you know, from that.
I'm with you. I'm with you. You throwing? Hold up. I could see Donatello, Mike, all them, Ralph, April. I don't know about April. April. How you gonna get on me and talk about Black History Month? You trying to throw April in the whole April? I don't know.
Every successful group had to have some white chick to get over the hump. You know that back in the 80s.
Touche. But what about the rat? What about the rat? We letting rats in? No,
yeah, that's
because he was big time. He was big time. He told him, nah, but that's tough. What you got?
I'm gonna shut all this white girl stuff down. I'm gonna shut it all down. Right? It's Black History Month. Goddamn it! Shame on both of y'all. Listen. I'm going with my man Scooby-Doo. First of all, Scooby-Doo is great. He was a great Dane to start. Second of all, he's the only brother on the show for every single episode. Scooby-Doo, hard-working joker. He the only reason that they solved the crimes. You know what I'm saying? Scooby-Doo, to me, first ballot Hall of Fame. He the only black dude on the show. And he had to endure working with some goofy-ass white people for all them years. Some chick, Daphne and Velma and Shaggy, scrappy-ass, scruffy-ass. Shaggy should have been on the Peanuts. Pause. Listen. Scooby-Doo, first ballot for sure, right? The show was named after him, so he got to be in the Hall of Fame. And you know what? Shaggy, I think if it wasn't for them two goofy jokers, they never would have solved nothing, and they would all be dead. Every episode will be for sure first ballot without a shadow of a doubt, yo.
Yeah. I can live with that. I can live with Scooby. Yeah. Scooby is big time. Scooby is big time. Scooby's so big time that I don't know if anybody else in that van get a contract without Scooby. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he get that. What you got?
Yeah, you talking about? I got to give you that one, Kurt. You got two stoners, a lesbian, and a weird couple, and they dominated.
Yo, Noah, what's good? What's good? What's good? Listen, all right, now we're going with the Boondocks. It's Black History Month, Fat Hour. Damn, you're right, Dave. You know, it's Black History Month. We got to go with the Boondocks, yo. We got to go with the Boondocks. Grandpa, for me, first ballot Hall of Fame. This joker said, yo, I'm going to take you to the movies. Low man said, now I won't go to the movies with you. The last time I went to the movies with you, you let me go to the bathroom. You told me you're going to let the little white man do whatever they want to me in the bathroom. I won't go to the movies with you. Yo,
What you got, Q?
what you got, Q?
Family Guy, Peter Griffin. You talking about a guy that can get away with offending any group and getting away with it. That alone is Hall of Fame worthy. But then, not only does he offend everyone, you're talking about a show that survived 2 cancellations and has gave 2 spinoffs. Peter's a survivor, bruh. He's an idiot. He makes fun of everybody, and he makes fun of everybody. And I'm talking about offensive making fun of. And he gets away with it time and time again, bruh. Never gets canceled.
Yeah.
Cancel culture can't touch this guy. He's Teflon. That alone puts him in the Hall of Fame.
His fat ass like Tony Soprano?
He definitely is. Definitely.
See, I don't know. See, like this, that moment. See, I wasn't trying to go there that early, but I'm going to have to go to Cali. I'm going to have to go to Canada, and I'm going to have to come back down to Jersey because y'all coming with these families that's like, all right. If we talking the Hall of Fame, right? I thought we was talking about the Hall of Fame, right? So if we going to go Hall of Fame families, we got to keep it real. So I'm going to bring you, I'm going to show you an example. That's the best I could do is show an example. I'm going to go with the Simpsons. The Simpsons. Like, we going to talk about a Hall of Fame family who did it at a high level for a very, very long time. The Simpsons. So we talking about first ballot Hall of Famers. Who more than Bart and Homer? You know what I mean? Like them 2 jokers, let alone. So like Bart Simpson was like, they had Black Bart, they had Rapping Bart, like they had mad stuff. They put the franchise on his back for a long time. He affected the rap culture, the hip hop culture, everything. And then for a long time, they didn't even notice that Homer was Tim Duncan. Like, legit, it took a long time for people to realize, like, yo, Homer is consistently bringing in the numbers. Like, oh, my God. They said Bart was Eminem. Like, word up. Like, Homer is that dude. Like, he consistently funny. He consistently that dude. And I believe they had, like, 20 seasons or something of bringing in those numbers, the Fox, whatever. But, like, he's just that dude. And if we want to take it there, I know they first ballots, right? They first ballot. If they bring it in as a family, they so star power, the whole family might make it in. But just individually, I would think Marge could make it in. She recognizable. Everybody knows she had the kitten play flat top going on, like the blue flat top. She was mad, like she was versatile. She could be like sarcastic when she needed to be, everything going on. I would go as far as to say Lisa was ahead of her time because she was a nice little sarcastic, smart, sarcastic. Like if she came out in the 2000s, she would be Daria and have her own show and just be witty. Like what y'all got? Like what you thinking? But I'm thinking Simpsons first ballot Hall of Fame.
All right.
Wow.
As usual, when he come with that heavy hitter, I got to sit back and throw in the book. I got to sit back. You know, it's respectfully disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Simpsons, undeniable. I really think the baby could get into, but that's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts. So he definitely get the book. He definitely get the book, you know.
And they got it down there. They said they also predicted a lot. Well, we need to touch on all of the stuff that the Simpsons like predicted. Gio, Nancy, I see y'all in the building. Shout out. But they also predicted a lot. Word up. So, all right. So I'm going to go in with another banger. We talking about families, right? I'm going to go with this kind of unorthodox, but follow me. DuckTales. DuckTales, right? I'm going with DuckTales. Woo! I got DuckTales. So if I'm going with DuckTales, peep this. If I feel like Donald, first ballot, he up there, right? Scrooge McDuck, actually, I feel like he's a strong maybe. Strong maybe. Huey, Dewey, Louie, they not making it in, though. They not making it in. Scrooge McDuck, he probably gonna have to wait, but he's gonna make it. Donald definitely in. Donald is such a strong Hall of Fame ballot dude. He wasn't really a DuckTales like a regular. He was so, his clout is so real. He just spun off the show. Like he started off, like they really made the show off of his clout. Like he walked into the show like, yo, these my little homies right here. Scrooge watched them, and everybody watched the show on some, oh shoot, these Donald people. Like I don't know who, like when DuckTales started, nobody knew Huey, Dewey, Louie. Nobody knew Scrooge McDuck. It was like, oh, these Donald people, let me start watching it. And every once in a while, Donald would show back up like, yeah, remember, these my people, keep watching. And then they had their own show. Like, Donald is that real. But then you got Scrooge. He's a paid guy. Like, we talked about him on our fictional joint. Like, he's paid. The Lucky Dime, the Money Bin, that might be enough on itself. Don't mess around and let them, like, have a big-time movie later on Scrooge McDuck. Hint, hint, hint. They might take him over the top. What you got? What you got, Kurt? What you got?
This guy. Listen, I know y'all ain't heard this one in a while. I'm rocking with the Jetsons.
Woo! Jetsons.
Y'all realize that the Jetsons was the white version of the Jeffersons. Them jokers was living. They was living in the sky. They was living in the sky. You know what I'm saying? In the penthouse. You know what I mean? They had the annoying ass maid. You know what I mean? The robot. Only thing they was missing was the dog. You know, what was his son name in the Jeffersons? You know, whatever it was. Lionel. Elroy was Lionel. Yo, the Jetsons was the original Jefferson. George Jetson was a dummy, but he was a rich dummy, and he showed way back 60 years ago that in the future, you could be dumb as hell, stupid as hell, live in a penthouse, be rich, and potentially become president. All right, I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna touch that. Elroy get in the Hall of Fame just because he's a little white boy with rich parents, and his name was that of a joker that was born in Tupelo, Mississippi, in the back of a barbecue joint. Elroy Jetson, first ballot Hall of Fame. He a definite book. He not impossible. He the only kid in a cartoon Hall of Fame, only little white kid that be like, yo, I got game over Arnold from Different Strokes because my name is Elroy. What you got?
The only reason I would let George Jetson in is because he was Jet Screamer and was rocking that guitar and driving them white girls wild. That's the only reason George Jetson gets in. But now we're going to talk about an obvious first ballot, and that would be the Flintstones. Whoa. Because even though they started out as the Flagstones and nobody was into it, they came into their own. And without even having to go on and on about the Flintstones and how groundbreaking it was and what it accomplished, I only got to name two things alone that puts it in the Hall of Fame that no other cartoon can claim. One, first cartoon to ever show a couple in bed together, the same bed. First one. Two, at the end of the early episodes, Fred and Barney would sit around the back and do an actual cigarette commercial for a cigarette company. They would sit there. They would sit there and light up 2 cigarettes and advertise that cigarette company at the end of the shows. Those 2 reasons alone, the Flintstones are Hall of Famers right there.
You got that. You got that.
You gotta be respectful.
You got that. He said they was in bed making those animations. Oh man. Yeah, if that ain't Hall of Fame, I don't know what is. Fred was getting getting those animations on. Oh man, I'm with you.
All right. So the guest came through. The guest came through with the heat.
They say, yeah, they in the chat saying, "Qua got that book."
Nah, he got that book. He got that book for sure. He got that book.
Wilma was pregnant. Seen that on a cartoon.
That's true.
Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how we do. This is the What You Got segment of the show, where we give our guests, our super duper special guests, but those are the only types of guests that we have on the show. We give them an opportunity to tell us about all they got going on. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you QUASH0N Davis. Quash, tell the people what you got.
Whew. Well, all right. So I've got 4 published books. Number 5 is coming out soon. I'll be doing something, probably virtual, a big cover reveal, since we can't go nowhere to do anything. Kurt, you know I like doing big events when I have a book coming out, but this situation is kind of hamstringing me. But I got a great new book coming out, and working on a lot of things. You know, I have a podcast, comes on every Thursday. It's called Bruh, It's a Podcast, with 2 other guys, but I'm the talent, so it's no need to really mention them. And, you know, I still do the Neo Soul show on Wednesday nights, so I had that going on too. So a lot of writing, a lot of working. You know how it is, Kurt. You gotta stay busy, or you might as well not be here, man.
Or your beard gonna grow black. You know what I'm saying? My beard is so white is because I stay busy. You know what I'm saying? When you stay busy, you stress. Now, question, like somebody in the comments wrote to name the books that you have out. And I'm gonna add this. 3 of the I'm gonna talk about that later, but name all the books you got out and where they can find it.
Sure. They're all on Amazon. I do have a website that is currently being constructed. You can get them directly from, instead of that conglomerate known as Amazon digging in my pocket every time you buy something. But now that's what it is. I've got Masquerade, The Dirty Circle, Suspect Behavior. They're all on Amazon. You can Google my name, QUASH0N Davis, on Amazon. You should be able to find them. And the next one, which is titled, actually, I probably shouldn't say the title before the cover reveal, right? So I guess I'll leave that one out. But the next one is going to be...
Plug the reveal. Everybody need to come to the reveal.
Listen, bro.
Definitely. We're gonna
plug the reveal, because what you got is a reveal coming out.
That's true. There will be a nice cover reveal. There'll be some giveaways. There'll be some things going on, and I'll be advertising it soon. And yeah, man, I got a lot of good stuff going on right now. Life is good. You got to make it what it is, you know?
Absolutely.
Hey, it sounds like you got a busy life to me. Like, I want to know, like, how do you find it balancing being an author, having a podcast, hosting radio shows? Like, how is it? Like, how is it balancing all of that?
You know, I like keeping busy, man. And even in between that, I still find time to get my video games and do my little nerd collections that I like to keep going. You know, it's always something happening, but that's how I like it, man. I don't sleep that much, but I go to sleep early. You know, it's like you make time. You try to keep a schedule. You try to get stuff done. Because I work best under deadlines. Like, you got to give me a deadline. If you tell me I need something, I'm just going to keep saying, yeah, I got you, until you tell me the date you need it. So,
nice,
yeah,
nice.
I'm able to juggle.
Now, you like, this is personal. This for me, because you said you got 4 books out. Is it any type of writing that you prefer? Like, what do you like to write about?
A lot of fiction, but I try to include characters that everyone can relate to.
Nice.
And not necessarily the stereotypical things that you see in a lot of books. So I try to write in a way where it's not just for women, or it's not just for men, and it's not just generic characters. I try to include a lot of different things, and I put a lot of twists in, And you know they good because Kurt actually sat down and read them. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you
No.
relating to the masses, relating to the masses.
I feel like that was a jab. You know what I'm saying? I fuck a jab. I feel like that was like a body shot, and then when I curl, you hit me with an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? But to his testament, I did. I read 3 of the 4 books that he has out, cover to cover. I'm not an avid reader, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, salute to you, shout out to you. We got some other authors in here, you know, Crunch, you know, shout out. I read both of y'all books in one sitting, which is rare for me.
Crunch is doing it big right now, man. Crunch is going to be big, man.
Absolutely. You know, it's that EC blood, you know. But
definitely.
Listen, man, tell people again where they can get these books. Tell people where they could, you know, find your podcast. You know, did you plug your podcast?
I didn't mention it like I should have, but Bruh, It's a Podcast is on Spotify. It's on Apple.
It's not spelled like it sounds. Spell Bruh, It's a Podcast.
No, it's BRUH. It's a Podcast. And yeah, it's on all of the major platforms. And it's every Thursday. And you can follow me on Instagram, author QUASHON. And you can follow Bruh, It's a Podcast, at Bruh, It's a Podcast. And yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate all of anything. So yeah, follow me, man. Be entertained. If you're
definitely
trying to be entertained.
Because I follow Bruh, It's a Podcast, and it's something that you said earlier. I'm not going to give it away, but it's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while. Because something is definitely wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It should be, bruh, something's wrong with me. Me meaning you. But listen, we got another question for you.
Okay.
It's a very important question on the What You Got show.
Okay.
All right, so this might be the most important question got out of the last ones. All right, so we got a second half of game coming up, and just really want to know, do you feel like you could get another book in the game?
Oh, absolutely. Because I have one coming that's the equivalent of the Big Joker.
Woo! He talking greasy, the young loud.
So I'm good to go.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm chilling with a Big Joker right now, bro. So I'm all right.
I'm just looking at my hand. All right. So here we go. So I'm gonna come off the gate like this, right? So I'm gonna come with Rugrats. Rugrats had the time when they was on top of the world. Everybody know they affected hip hop culture. Had the big motion picture out. Everybody know they had the single "Take Me There," Maya Mace, know what I mean, with the single, all that type of stuff. They was on top of the world. Nickelodeon, smash. I feel like Tommy, first ballot Hall of Famer. We talking about Hall of Fame. Tommy, he in. He got the look. He got the voice. He just got it. He got the it factor. Chucky, he might be a maybe. Chucky's a maybe. He got the look. Got the glasses. Got the look. Angelica, another maybe. Phil and Lil, those cats, I'll probably say no. But on the norm, I feel like Rugrats, big time smash hit, had his time where it was on top of the world. Everybody knows, like, you just want your time where you was on top of the mountain. They had their time on the mountain. Tommy, I feel like he rode that wave to the highest point, and he's probably going to ride it into the Hall of Fame. The rest of them might get the momentum when they start talking about it to get into the Hall of Fame, but Tommy definitely in. Kurt, what you got?
Listen, I'm about to put all that to sleep. Who the hell didn't want to be a part of G.I. Joe? I still don't know what it means. It don't matter, though. You know? G.I. Joe was them cartoons characters that they was nice with the hand. Snake Eyes. Woo! I'm going to tell you why he should be a first ballot Hall of Fame, whether you like them or not. This Joker did the brunt of the work. You never saw his face. He never got no recognition. Like, if you look him up, it says like unknown. Like, where you from? I don't know, which means I don't care. Well, what did he do? I don't know, which means I don't care. Like, what type of missions did he go on? I don't know. I don't care. The most valuable piece, but that joke ain't getting no recognition, so you know he was black. So he got to get, it's Black History Month. Everybody black getting in the Hall of Fame, goddammit. Snake Eyes definitely getting in the Hall of Fame. Quash, what you got?
Wow, that's hard to fight with, man. I'm gonna go with SpongeBob here, and his fame alone is Hall of Fame worthy. You're talking about when the Asians like you, you made it, bro. And they like SpongeBob. Everybody likes this guy. You talking about Kyrie has a SpongeBob version of his sneakers that sold out in 2 minutes, bruh.
Yeah.
This guy is everywhere. He's. You're talking about something, and it's a silly concept. It's a sponge with you know. It's a silly concept, but it's ridiculous. But you can't deny his fame, and everyone knows him. He's recognized everywhere, to the point where he has NBA player versions of sneakers that sell out in minutes, bruh. SpongeBob. This is an easy one.
Well, Kyrie Irving think the world is flat, so we're just gonna go with that. But the fact that he got sneakers,
Nikes.
Respectfully disrespectful. You got that book for sure, yo.
They said toss up with this book. Ah, man, I don't know. Yo, it's hard because, yo, I'm such a G.I. Joe fan. But
yeah,
then,
me too.
But then you hit me with the globalness. Because, all right, so look, this is my deciding factor. When he said G.I. Joe, I was like, dang, G.I. Joe beat mine. But G.I. Joe was so like USA, USA. But then you hit me with the China, the globe. Yo, they global. SpongeBob is global. SpongeBob is global. So I gotta go international with my book. I can't have my book only being national. I need my book going international. Claude, you got it. My book gotta go. Hey, sorry, Kurt. I can't go national, but I can go international, baby. We going international, baby.
Get the dick by towel on.
We go. All right, what you got? What you got,
Quash?
All right. Now we getting into, these are my two that I'm very confident about. First, we got He-Man.
Ooh, He-Man.
You're talking about a guy that, first of all, a lot of people didn't even know he was half human, because even though he was from Eternia, his mother was from Earth. She crash landed on Eternia and gave it up to the king. That's how He-Man got it.
Trust me, I know. I used to go to school with it. Oh, no.
Here you go. So you're talking about a guy with infinite strength that managed to, his toy today, if you have it in the box, is worth thousands. And you're talking about a guy that never punched anybody on his show. And yet he is considered the strength, the hulking power that he is today, even though you can't name one time that you saw him hit somebody. But the flip side, you know all his toys, you know all his backstory, you know everything about him, you know the sword, you know Battle Cat, you know Skeletor. And little fact about Skeletor didn't have any clothes on either. He's actually blue, but you know, that's whatever. But just putting that out there. But I say all that to say, He-Man is an icon that everyone knows, and that's why I put him in the hall. And it's a phrase that we still use. Hey, that guy's a He-Man. You still hear that?
Yeah, that is. See, like, y'all forcing me to think outside the box and think more global, right? So if I'm gonna go more global, I'm going Transformers. If we gonna go global, baby, I'm going solar. I'm going past more than meets the eyes. I'm going Transformers. Ain't nothing bigger than Optimus Prime, Megatron. Like, those dudes is first ballot Hall of Famers. Like, roll out. Like, I feel like those, like if you ask like our generation, like cartoon wise, like what's some of the toughest times they had in their life, when Optimus died might be up in the list. Like, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Optimus dying might be in the list. Like, that's how real it is. And Transformers is so like smart because like Optimus meant so much to Transformers. Like, they was gonna go broke trying to ride out with Rodimus. They had to bring them back. They had to bring, like, oh, the franchise, like they had to bring the franchise back. Optimus had to put it back on his back. And then, you know, they had the spin-offs with the major movies and all that type of stuff. Like, that junk is just dope. Optimus Prime. And then we ain't gonna talk about Megatron. Megatron is the way a villain supposed to be. We talked about all these villains. Megatron was sarcastic, tough, all these times. Even though he had to lose every episode, he still gave you oh shoot, he might pull it off because he is sarcastic, funny, tough, and he was kind of as cutthroat as you could be for a cartoon character. He really was like cutthroat, like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. And let's keep it real, the name was dope too, Megatron, so much that Calvin Johnson took the nickname and he wrote it to the Hall of Fame himself. So what you got? What you rocking with, Kurt? What you got?
Now, this is the part of the show for all you regulars. You know what it is. Where I hit him with the finger and I tell him, not so fast, not so fast. Now, I'm going with the Looney Tunes. Now, everybody remember the Looney Tunes. It's a whole bunch of characters on the Looney Tunes. Long Dog, Foghorn. I never understood that name. I stopped trying to figure it out like around 12, 13. That joker, right? But I'm going to talk about three. First ballot. The first two. First ballot. Now, Daffy Duck. Does everybody know what I've been talking about all night? Why would Daffy Duck be in the Hall of Fame? Because he's black. That's all that matters, goddammit. Bugs Bunny. Hall of Fame. He ain't white. And that joker's a survivor. You know what I mean? The two of them had to deal with Elmer Fudd, Trump waving flag ass way back then. Constantly. Yo, whoever wrote those shows was supporting Donald Trump from the very beginning, because Elmer Fudd represent everybody who did whatever they did at the Capitol. Elmer Fudd represent the 72 million people that voted for the dude who ain't president no more. Elmer Fudd represent all them dirty ass cops, and this is funny, but it ain't funny, right? And Donald Duck and Bugs Bunny are true survivors. They had to deal with that every single episode. And guess what? They kept coming to work. They came to work knowing the white dude was going to try and shoot his face off. They kept coming to work to get that check. I want to see what their retirement plan is like, guys. Elmer Fudd, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not getting in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? He need to be in the Hall of Shame, goddammit. Bugs Bunny, for sure. Daffy Duck, for sure. And everybody say it with me. Why should Daffy Duck be in the Hall of Fame? Because he's black, goddammit. That's why.
Two things that I got to say about each one. Okay. First, I would never put Looney Tunes in the Hall of Fame because when I was a kid at the ground round with my mother, they were playing Looney Tunes, and there was this black dude with ginormous lips and suspenders on chasing the rabbit talking like a Sambo. So we can't put them in the Hall of Fame just because of my experience at the ground round. Now, on the flip side, Transformers the movie is probably the greatest cartoon movie that ever came on.
Yo, we here, son. We here. Yo, that opening,
without question.
The opening the Transformers. Oh my God. Oh.
That's a fantastic movie, man. And that's still the best cartoon movie I've ever seen. So
me too.
It's hard to go against it.
Best cartoon movie I ever seen. Oh man.
Hands down.
Go with the Lion King.
Yeah. Best cartoon movie hands down was G.I. I mean, it was that joy. But I will go with this. Bugs Bunny is up there with one of the best cartoon characters ever, though. Like, I get that. Bugs Bunny longevity wise, he been up there so long. Like, oh yeah. So yeah, Bugs Bunny is that dude. Ken, that's undisputed right there.
All right, now check this out. This is why I close out the show. This is first time on the What You Got show. It's a drop the mic moment. I'm going to say these names, and then I'm going to drop the mic. It's equivalent to dropping the book. And then I'm going to let y'all, in my mind, this is what's going on in my mind. After I drop the mic, I'm going to let y'all fight for the scraps of the seconds and the third. And Yolanda, you on the same page I'm on. Remember I said this, drop the mic moment. Tom and Jerry. Boom! Boom! Quash, what you got?
Well, I actually have the GOAT of cartoons. The actual GOAT of cartoons. Right here. The one and only Popeye. You're talking about something that started in 1919 without him. In 1919, it started with olive oil. It was her brother castor oil. And there was her two parents, Cole and I think it was Nana, if I remember right. It's been a while. Popeye came along years later. I think it was 1929. And he wasn't even supposed to be a major person on the show. He was just supposed to come in, have a part real quick, because she already had a man. He was supposed to just come in. He was supposed to be captain in some ship, because she was with Harold Hamgravy. That was her boyfriend. Popeye came for one episode, and because he was so popular, he took over. And now he moved her basically out, and it's Popeye's show. And you know Popeye, you're talking about somebody that's been around almost 100 years. That's a long time. And his face is everywhere. Don't think that the Louisiana Kitchen didn't take their name because of this guy. They did. And he's based on a real person. Rocky Fiegel or whatever his name was. Popeye is the GOAT of cartoons.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's what's up. He sell a lot of chicken. That's what's up. But when we talk about GOAT, there's only one GOAT of cartoon characters. And that GOAT, my friend, is in my hand, Young Library. That is Mickey Mouse. Like, how can we overlook the GOAT of all goats? This is Mickey Mouse. I'm looking around, I'm looking in the comments, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, how we go past? So we going to Mickey Clubhouse. How do we surpass Mickey? Nah. So yeah, we got Tom and Jerry, who Tom and Jerry didn't do anything. So me and you talking. He dropped the mic on some nonsense. I feel you. At least Popeye was established. At least Bugs Bunny was established. So in the Hall of Fame, they got a VIP room, right? At least Bugs Bunny is in it. He's comp. You know what I mean? Popeye, he in there. He's comp. But at the head of the table is going to be Mickey. You know what I mean? Mickey is like Jordan and Nike is Disney. Know what I mean? So like he got two cribs. He got one in the West Coast. He got one in Florida, and kids flock to his house. Like, I gotta see Mickey. Mickey's so real. All you need is a silhouette. And kids be like, oh, he the most recognizable cartoon character ever made. Like, he's that guy. Like, oh, Mickey is just that guy. Like, Mickey, what y'all got?
Yeah, you be cheating, bro. Yo, we got an agreement that Mickey Mouse was not going to be a part of the show because of the notoriety. It's undeniable. He done stole my boom. You know, I could say the boom for another episode and shit, yo.
Like,
Disney is Nike. Dame in the building. Disney is Nike. You know what I mean? Respectfully, I gotta pick up the mic now and talk and let him talk shit now.
yeah.
Take the mic, bro.
Hey, like
Pause.
how you come up with the song is just spelling out your name like MICKEYM or you like yo how the hell like that. And he's so dope. His shorty is probably a first ballot. Like Minnie Mouse is probably hard. I've never seen Minnie Mouse do anything. Like I mean, I got a daughter now, so I pay attention. And I'm like, what do she do? Like I don't even know. But she just made it just because she next to Mickey. I don't even know. But like he that dude. Like I mean, he ain't getting it like Fred Flintstone is getting it. You know what I mean? Like, but. Qua, what you think, Qua? What you think? I don't know. He ain't getting it like Fred Flintstone getting it.
No. But you made a point there because Mickey and Minnie are like Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro.
Word.
Cartoons.
A cartoon.
They really are.
Nah.
That's real.
You don't think that Kermit and Miss Piggy are the Jay-Z and Beyonce of couples, bro?
Nah, they like Kanye.
No.
They like Kurt and Miss Piggy. They like the Kanye and Kim K.
Miss Piggy is running that relationship, bro. She's strapping on, bro. It's no
like
way.
yo, Kanye, Kanye.
Let's keep that talk off the show, bro. We're not gonna be talking about nobody strapping on no goddamn. That ain't what we got.
That ain't what we got.
She seems like she takes charge. That's what I should have said.
Oh man, yo, this is awesome. Yo, and the crazy part is there's so many cartoon characters. Yo, we probably gonna have to run this back. Yo, I'm seeing some Charlie Brown. Yo, like we didn't get to Miss Piggy and all of them. Like, yo, we probably gonna have to run this back and see who else get in, man. Like, we definitely gonna have to have you back because your knowledge on it is like definitely through the roof, man. It was great having you on the show.
Yeah,
I had a good time, man. I'm down anytime. Kurt know that.
Yeah, I told you that when we came up with this concept, I'm like, yo, he was like, who we gonna have next week? You can't just have anybody on talking about this type of stuff. And you shot to the top of the list, and I'm just glad you was able to do it. Glad you was able to come on the show. Very, very knowledgeable, entertaining. You know, hopefully people that was on here are going to follow you and get that book, one of the 4 books that you have out. Hopefully they follow that podcast, Brush the Podcast. Hopefully they follow you on X to the L radio, I believe it is. So appreciate you, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Anytime.
If you aren't already, you should be following both pages, the What You Got Show, Quad page, because both of us going to be putting up things that you should know about. Now, I mean, you should know about the next book coming out. You should be knowing about the next show. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure. Hurry up. Like right now or the second we stop. Yeah, that. All that good stuff.
Well, listen. This busy guy, you know, is actually he's got a couple of minutes to spare. But from this right now, tell him where you going on next, just in case people are at home and they're tired of watching TV and they want to hear some good music. Where you going after you get off of this show?
Host the Neo Soul Show at 9:00, and that's on StreamYard.
Sure. So people will have to wait for that to be released, or could they go on and watch it now?
No, you can watch it now. Yeah.
Where can they watch that at?
That is at. I'm still getting used to this new platform, but I know it's on StreamYard, so you would have to go there.
Listen. He's one of the busiest men in show business, and I'm gonna take time out for a shameless plug. Listen, tomorrow night, one half of the What You Got show, I will be interviewing one of the flyest ladies in the game at the TKB Report. So for right now, after you follow the What You Got show, after you follow QMan, what's your Instagram?
Author QUASHON.
Author QUASHON. Make sure you follow the TKB Report. Quash, we appreciate you coming out. Ladies and gentlemen that came through, Dame in the building. Respect, Forceful Purpose. Make sure you follow that show. YouTube. That show is amazing. Forceful Purpose on YouTube. It's like the Black X-Files Devon Warren Photo in the building. Author James Rodman in the building. If you need quality photography, make sure you hit up Devon Warren Photo at Devon Warren Photo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out as usual. Until next week, what you got?
What you got? What you got?
Quash, we're going to talk soon. Peace.
All right, y'all.